hope you can hear me now. Mic testing 1 2. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me, because I know I've used my laptop for recordings and I had to use a different audio interface for that, and obviously it messed up my settings. Let's testing 1 2. Now yes, okay, awesome. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know. Just a quick recap. Obviously everyone missed the audio. Today we're gonna draw this outside, and like I've said, I normally struggle with drawing outsides, especially the horizon part, because if you just draw a line and the mountains, you know, it doesn't look natural. Okay, so that's why I've got some references here, and this one, what it does is it creates a hill behind another hill, and then the mountains behind that hill. Here you've got trees that is covering up most of the horizon, and then here you've got also a hill that is basically in front of the mountains. So that is what I am trying to do today. That is what we're going to do. So let's just clear that, and yeah, let's start drawing. Okay, so I think what I want to achieve is this hill at the front, another hill at the back, and then we've got the mountains behind that. Okay, so I think let's do that. We get a second hill right there, and I think what we can do is maybe get like a path that, I'm not sure if that will work. Let's see. There's a path. Really nice till now. Can you maybe create a tutorial on how to make texture and coloring? Is it wood texture? Sorry, it is covered here. How to make wood texture and coloring. Okay, is it like what I did here for the floor and the background? Just let me know, because it looks like wood, but it's covered with an icon, so I can't see what that is. But yeah, just let me know. And then obviously at the back we've got some mountains, so yes, wood. Okay, yeah. What I'll do is I will do that for next week's live stream, because it's difficult, because that is more art related and not animation related. So then I can basically do a live stream next week for that, because obviously my channel is animation related, and to create so it won't suit my it won't help my algorithms if I do something else. So yeah, I will do that maybe next week for my live stream, and rock textures maybe. Okay, no problem. I will do that next week. Okay, so I'm not quite happy with these mountains, so let's Okay, I see, thank you. Okay, no problem, I'll do that next week. And then obviously I want some clouds like there, and maybe clouds there. Okay, so I think that is the outside. And let me just draw a triangle and a triangle there, so that if I remove that and the props, then I know I need to draw inside these squares. Okay, and let's just resize it so that it fits in those squares. Okay. Now, one thing I don't like about this background, I feel it is kind of swapped, because the further something goes into the background, the lighter it needs to be. So here the grass in the front is lighter than the back, so I'm gonna reverse this. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna make this So if you remember correctly, the first thing I normally do is I block in my colors first, and then I start adding textures, etc. So let's do second hill, and let's make that lighter. We drag that behind like so. And then the mountains, I want it very close to this, but obviously darker with a bit more gray. So let's do that. Full. And then obviously a bit lighter. Like so. And then I can just do the clouds. Okay, so there is my blocking done. So if I bring back that kind of works. So let's just remove that again, and I just need to add that little pathway. So let's make that a brown color. Where can I find a And this is why I always work in layers, because now this path I can easily move it around to make sure it is at the correct place. Okay, so we've got that. So what I want to do next is I just want to create, as you can see, the white here on the horizon for the sky, or the blue, is a lot lighter and it gets darker as it goes up. So I want to create the same effect. So let's just duplicate that one. Let's select it, make it darker, fill, and then I'm not sure which one. There you go. And then I can bring everything back. Yeah, that looks awesome. And then obviously the clouds, I can maybe perhaps just drop the opacity so that it's not entirely white. Maybe something like that. Let's look at the other clouds. So maybe I can add create sky. So I'm just adding some, making it a little bit more fluffy, these clouds, and then I can make it darker at the top. And drop the opacity as needed, and I think there is the clouds. So the sky is finished. If we bring back that, I think that looks pretty awesome. I think what I am going to do, I'm just going to drop the opacity of that cloud a little bit more. Something like that. Okay. So now it is, let's see, let's do the mountains. Let's create a folder for the mountains. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay. Okay, so let's start with that. Let's just see. This one is. Okay, so we are getting somewhere. So normally what I like to do is I get this blocked out and then I select that, create a new folder, make that multiply, airbrush, and just make it blend, make it a little bit like so, just so that it's not like these blocked colors. It just adds a little bit of texture to it. I just think it looks a lot better. Okay, so remember guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd love to hear from you. If you have suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear from you as well. Like I always say, this channel is for you guys. I always like to try and create content that is helpful for you guys. Let's have a look. Fire animation, I think that must be something that is very difficult. I can just imagine how difficult it is to create fire animation. I haven't tried to do that. Okay, so what I'm trying to do now is just to add some rock textures. Like so. And then maybe I tried it in Moho with a combination of rigged animation particles and a little bit of frame by frame. Yeah, that is something I still want to do, is work with Moho. It is definitely something I'm considering doing next year. Like I said, I've never worked with Moho before, but I really want to try. I think it's always good to try new software, because every software has different features, and I think you'll just get better as an animator if you force yourself to work on different softwares. So yeah, that is something I want to do, and I think it's my New Year's resolution for next year. Okay, so there is that back mountain, and now again just gonna add some textures to it. Okay. Make it multiply, and so yeah, I think that looks not too bad. I think I'm getting there. I think that looks like mountains. Oh yeah, mountains. Okay, next up, I think let's do that back hill. Yeah. Let's add a folder. Back. And quick save. Okay, so what I'm gonna try here is I want to try something quickly. Okay, it's just still busy saving. Now, I do have some texture brushes. So I want to try and play around with some different textures for the grass and see what I can come up with. So it is just still saving. There you go. Okay, it's done. So let's do that. Select that. Select the color. Make it a little bit darker. Okay, so Tonya, thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support, and glad you like my work. Always great to know people benefit from your work. Okay, here's texture. So background, let's see, leaves, grass. Let's see this grass. Okay. That works. So let's take this color again. Make it lighter. Make the brush size smaller. And it's too small. So I just drew all of that on the same layer, so let's just do that again. Okay, new layer, darker, and then lighter and a little bit smaller for okay, so I kind of like that look. Are those pre-made brushes? Yes. Basically what happened was these brushes I got from, I took an online course on how to draw backdrops, and with that course came a brush set, and I think, I may be mistaken, but I think this comes with that set. Otherwise I got it from it came with Clip Studio Paint, so I'm not sure. I know that I got some brushes with that online course, but I'm now not sure these textures, these grass textures, whether they came with that software or with that online course or with the software. So I'm not entirely sure. Okay, and let's just do some brushing again. And we make it multiply. Oh. Multiply, and this one must be normal, multiply. And just a little bit of blending. That's too much. Okay, so that grass field is done, or hill. So let's do the next one. Hill front. Hill. And let's do the same. So we select that, another folder, select color, darker, texture, make it bigger, and like so, and make it smaller. like that. And let's just make it lighter for okay, and again let's just add some gradient to it. Okay, so I think that kind of looks not too bad. So what I want to do now is just add some sunlight. So let's do that. Add soft light. Add some yellow. And let's do the same with the back heel. Are you in Photoshop? No, I'm using Clip Studio Paint for all my drawings, or for my backdrops and character design, etc. Okay, so I've just added like a yellow soft light just to create the illusion of some sunlight falling on my on the hills. Okay, now let's do that road. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is it needs to go lighter the further it goes back. So let's do that quickly. I think let me just make this overlay while I've got the color selected. Like so. And let's see what other textures we have. Oh, never heard of that before. Yeah, it is actually they use Clip Studio Paint for comic art quite a lot. So it is actually a very nice drawing tool, and it's a lot more affordable than Photoshop. But yeah, obviously Photoshop, you can do a lot more photo editing. So if you've got your backdrops, you can do a lot more editing with that with Photoshop. But Clip Studio Paint is a drawing software, so the main focus is to draw. Like I say, it is actually for comic books and for manga art. Like for example, here you can create your very own frame borders for comic books. So yeah, it is actually excuse me, the software is actually a drawing software, where Photoshop you can draw, but you can also edit photos. So yeah, I think that is the main difference between the two. But yeah, I love Clip Studio Paint. I think it is very easy to use. Okay, let's see if there's maybe a rock. Ground. Let's see what this looks like. That doesn't look nice. Oh, thanks. I really appreciate it. Okay, so that ground's not gonna work. Rubble, block, buildings. Tonya, you know, it is a lot more affordable than Photoshop. You don't pay a monthly subscription, you buy it once off. But what I will do is go to their website, go Google it, Clip Studio Paint. They do sometimes run it on their website for a promotion for ridiculously cheap. I think I've got this for like $25 once. Like I say, they don't always have that special, but maybe it's worth checking it out. Yeah, I got it for ridiculously cheap, and I got it from the website, from Clip Studio Paint's website. So it's not like I ended up buying a pirated copy or something like that. It is actually from the website. But yeah, they do have specials every now and then, and they're very, very affordable. So yeah, maybe go check it out. It's a lot more cheaper than Photoshop. So I can tell you that. So yeah, I think maybe go check it out. Okay, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the texture for that ground. Let's see what. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some pebbles. I'm just gonna it's a pleasure. Okay, let's see. It's a pleasure. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. This is why I do the live streams, to give you guys an opportunity to ask questions if you have any. So, yeah, feel free to ask. I have to say, this road is not very easy to draw. Normally what I like to do is I just zoom out. Always get a nice idea of what it looks like. And then let's see if I can run a type of a texture over that. Let's see what textures I can use. Okay, I'm just saving quickly, and then I'm going to look for textures. Sorry, my computer's just auto-saving quickly. Okay, it's done. Okay, let's see what textures can I use. Oh yeah, this can work. Okay, so let's add some okay. The other thing with Clip Studio Paint, for those of you who are interested, it is compatible with Cartoon Animator. So yeah, you can set it up, and you can when you create your characters, you can just import your characters with a click of a button, and also edit them. So that is the other nice thing about Clip Studio Paint. It's compatible with Cartoon Animator. Okay, so I'm just playing around. I'm not in 100% happy with this road yet, so I'm just trying to blend everything together like that. I think that kind of works. Now the other thing I want to do is fix these edges. It doesn't look natural, so let's do that. And go to there you go. Let's see, grass. Okay. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is to get rid of these solid lines. So that is something I'm trying to do now. And I think the best now will be with a pen. And let's change color, darkness. Okay, so I think this is starting to work. Remember, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you have suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to create content that is helpful for you guys. It will help you create better animations, etc. Okay, so I think this grassy field is starting to look pretty awesome. I just think I need to create on this side as well, so let's do that. Okay, I think that looks pretty awesome. Let's see. There's some fallen leaves here, so let's see. And that is white. I don't want it to be white. Let's see what we can do with this. I kind of like this. Oh yeah, that looks like a small bush. Let's redo that. Do you ever use AI to create backgrounds? You know what? I've actually had a discussion with a friend of mine over the weekend regarding AI. You can create awesome looking backgrounds or characters or whatever, but at the end of the day it is so much rewarding when you do something yourself. For example, if I zoom out, it's very rewarding to look at this image and say, I drew this. You understand? It's just yes, you can. If you're not good at drawing, there's a place for AI. I think you can then obviously get much better results. But yeah, I don't know. It is. I think it's each to its own. I think for me, I like the feeling to say, I created this. This is something I created, not a robot or a machine. So yeah, for me, I don't know. I prefer drawing it, even though it might not look as awesome as something AI did. But yeah, I just love the fact that I can say, I did this. I hope that makes sense. Okay. No, that tree doesn't look, it doesn't stand out, so I'm just going to delete it. I used to be an artist, but I'm just now learning how to draw on my tablet. Let me go. I think in the chat below, let me know who's using AI. Who of you here is using AI? And yeah, do you prefer it? Do you like it? Are you like me? You like to create your own stuff? It's more rewarding. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Auto saving again. Oh, always takes so long. I've been messing with it for about a week now. I took the image and tweaked it. I think it's pretty cool. I started a little bit to use AI just for characters for a reference because I'm not good at drawing. Yeah, I think there is a place for AI, especially if you don't know how to draw. Um, but yeah, like I say, I'm I don't see myself as the best artist out there. I think I've spent a lot of time and I've taken some online courses to learn how to draw backgrounds, and there's still a lot of other people who create much better backgrounds than I do. But yeah, for me, when I look at this, it is just so rewarding to know that this is something I did. Okay, so again, I'm just trying to blend. I don't like these solid lines, so I'm just trying to blend it in so it looks like grass, and there you go. So I think this grass looks kind of cool. I think the mountains can, to be honest, I was about to do it now. So yeah, I think the grass looks perfect. I think this path can maybe needs some work, so let's do that. And I think the mountains needs a little bit of texture. Okay, so I think for now the mountains can do with some texture, and then all I need is some all I need to do then is just maybe add some trees, or yeah, I think that's all I need to do now. Let's make this, multiply, paint. Yeah, I think that texturing looks a little bit better. So let's select that one. Like that. drop the opacity. Thanks, have a great day and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all. Thanks, Tanya, Merry Christmas to you as well. I'll be back. Yeah, I think I'm also done for today. I think this outside is pretty much done. The only thing I need to do, and I will do that during this week, is so this series with this backdrop is finished. So what I'm gonna do is I just need to add a piece of wood there, which is like a ramp that goes into the arc. So I will do that during the week, and then this backdrop is done. So I will see you guys then obviously this coming Thursday with my video, and then next week Tuesday again I'll be back with a live stream. Someone asked me to do a tutorial on texturing wood, so that is what I'm gonna do next week. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how I created or textured this wood, and yeah, so remember to catch me next week, and yeah, God bless, Merry Christmas, and yeah, see you guys, happy animating.